Hey everyone, welcome back to Homestead Dreaming. I'm Kira and we are an urban homestead in northeast Oklahoma, and today I wanted to take you on a little bit of a tour of my indoor growing space where I start all of my seedlings and get everything ready for my gardens right here in this room. I made a video a few months ago about transforming my sunroom into this epic seed starting station and seedling space, and I wanted to give you guys an update to let you know how it's going, how it's doing, and how my plants are faring. So I've been gardening for about 10 years now and starting from seed for about the last 4 years. I'm by no means an expert on seed starting or on gardening, but I have been able to learn from my mistakes, my trials and my errors, and I realized last year that I needed to expand my seed starting space. And if you've been here for a while, you know that I started out starting seeds in my dining room in a bay window. I had some shelves like this up against my bay window, and that's how I started seeds. And then I gradually started getting lights. I started with these purple lights that I have right behind me, and I made a seed starting station in my kitchen where our refrigerator alcove is. We had purchased a new refrigerator that didn't happen to fit in that alcove, and we were like, oh, this is where we can put our seed starting station, because it gave us the opportunity to add curtains to close and nobody would be able to see these purple lights. And I really liked it. However, it was just one shelf with just a handful of lights, and this year we decided that we wanted to attempt to sell seedlings, which is why we have so many now. And so we had to find a different space to be able to set up all these seedlings in. So if you want to watch the video where we initially started this room transformation, I'll link that right above in the eye and also down below in the description. Fair warning, it has seen a little bit of a transformation since we originally set it up a few months ago. It was the first time that we had started this space, so as we started getting things started and got things set up, we realized we needed to make a few little changes, and so I'll go over those changes in this video, and I'll also show you all of my plants, let you know how I got it set up and how it's going. Obviously I've got plenty of babies here to show you, and back here and all around. So I wanted to start off by saying that the racks and the lights are the same brand. They are from Walmart. They were the most cost effective for me personally for this year, and they are the Hyper Tough brand, and so far I've been pretty pleased with them. The metal racks, when I purchased them, were on clearance for $39.99. They still have these racks, but I think they are currently $59.99 rather than $39.99. I could be wrong on that. The prices change frequently. And the lights are also Hyper Tough brand lights. They are 5,000 lumen, and they are shop lights that have LEDs underneath, and I really like them. And I also have these blue and red lights that cast this purple light here. I got these off Amazon I think 2 years ago. I'm gonna attempt to find the link for these and link them down below for you guys to check out. So the cost difference is the 4-foot lights from Walmart are $18.95 for 5,000 lumens, and I have found that they are brighter than these lights. These lights are square and they're $25 each. I have two of them side by side here to make up this gap. So this setup would be $50, whereas this setup would only be $20. And it covers more space. So keep that in mind. I also like that these are white and not purple because people don't look into my windows and go, oh, what is she growing? So I have these lights on timers. They automatically come on at 6 a.m. and they automatically turn off at 8 p.m. I really like having them on timers because it is like a set and forget type of situation. The lights turn on before I get up in the morning, and they turn off while I'm doing bedtime routines with my kids, so I really don't have to remember to turn them on and off, which is great. Another thing that I have in here to help with the environment is I have fans. I had a really hard time with regulating the humidity and regulating the airflow in this room at the beginning of the season when it was really cold, and when I first started using this space, I had a lot of problems with damping off. And I've realized the reason why I had that problem is I would water, and then rather than it evaporating at a normal speed, since there's no ventilation in here, it just held that humidity in, and it caused fungus to grow on the top of the soil, and a lot of my seeds dampened off, like my onions and my leeks. I made a video on that. If you're interested in watching that as well, I'll link that down below and in the eye. So we brought a bunch of fans in. We have an oscillating fan right here to my side that I can have on multiple settings. It's a little loud and it's not as strong as I like it to be, so I actually got these little fans from Walmart. They're $10 each. They're $9.99, and they're pretty strong. I have it on setting 1, setting 2, setting 3. So basically this not only creates that airflow in here to prevent mold from growing on the top of the soil, but it also helps to create stronger stems. Having a fan on your plants and also touching your plants helps create stronger stems. And that's, Shadow, leave the chickies alone. And that's important because you want your plant to be able to withstand the winds outside. Hello, buddy. You want to be able to have your plants be able to withstand the outside elements, and that includes wind. And here in Oklahoma, that includes a lot of wind, which actually whoa, hi little buddy, which actually creates an interesting hurdle or difficulty when it comes time to hardening off my seedlings, because if I don't have a fan on these to strengthen their stems, when I start to harden things off in the spring and we've got like 25-30 mile per hour gusts, they would just snap. And I learned that the hard way, actually. The first year I started my seeds is things got leggy and I didn't have a fan on them, and their stems were weak and they snapped as soon as I put things outside, which was disheartening, to be completely honest with you. So I've got a handful of fans around. I move them around. They fit really well on end caps, so I can just sit them on the end of a row of seedlings, and that row of seedlings will get wind. I'll move them every few days so that each row of seedlings gets a good amount of wind. So another slight change that I've made since I originally put this room together is I've put my shelves up on cinder blocks. Originally, I only had one cinder block underneath every single shelf, and I realized that if I added a second layer of cinder blocks, I could add more lights on the very top and I could add more storage on the bottom. So now we've got us set up on 2 cinder blocks. We've got it lifted up a little bit, which adds a lot of height to these shelves that would normally be a lot shorter. And I was able to hang lights from the ceiling and have them drop down onto the top rack of seedlings, which added a bunch more possibilities for seedlings, which is important because I think I have a slight problem on seed starting. I can't stop starting seeds, and then they need to be separated, and then they go in bigger containers and take up more space, and the weather's not cooperating with me. See, our last frost was supposed to be on April 14th, which was last Wednesday, and we're getting a projected snow on Tuesday, which I think you'll see this before then. It's just making things difficult, because if I could get my own garden planted, then I could have more space for the things that I'm getting ready for my plant sale, which will be on April 30th and May 1st right here in my front yard. If you're interested, we also have a Facebook group called Urban Homesteading Big and Small. It's not really affiliated with my channel per se, it's just a group for like-minded people to be able to get together and share ideas and questions. And so it's a group that I started a few years ago that I really am glad that we started, and it's me and my friend Josh at the Citystead, who is an admin that helps me run, and it's a really great community of like-minded people all over the country, and I've got some people in Australia and Canada, and definitely worth a check if you're interested in urban homesteading and to be able to interact a little bit more closely with us. So thanks for hanging out with me in my seed starting station today. I really hope you enjoyed the tour of all the plants, and I hope that it has inspired you to grow where you are planted. If you found this video interesting, I would really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up. It really helps my video get pushed to more people that would enjoy this type of content. That really helps me out. And if you want to be notified when my next video goes up, which will more than likely be on hardening off, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when that does go up. And I will see you guys next time.